Welcome back to North High School for the 7th game of this National Youth Championship Bowl Series on apnvideo.com. Jeff Lowry with you alongside our camera operator, Ron Rentrope. And, well, we got a great matchup here between the City West Soldiers out of the West Valley of the Phoenix area. And they'll be taking on yet another San Jose-based hit squad and Shannon Roberts' team. Temperature 100 degrees here as we're getting set for the opening kickoff. Soldiers come in with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses, while San Jose really played down a division this year, or actually played up a division this year, as they are pretty much a 13U club, and they did very well. In fact, made it to the semifinals, lost only 2 games this year. So it'll be an interesting matchup. The Soldiers, they've got a lot of kids heading off to high school after this game, and it should be an interesting matchup here today. They're playing in the U13 championship of our 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series on APN. Today's game is brought to you by FBU, Urban Elite Athletic, and you can visit them at urbaneliteathletic.com. The All-American Games, the U.S. Army's All-American Bowl by Reform, Youth 1, National Youth Championship Bowl Series Arizona, and by Arizona's leader in sports video coverage, APN Video Sports. Give us a call for your next sporting event with live and exciting and professional play-by-play commentary. Turn your ordinary game into an event. apnvideo.com. So we're getting set to go here. Getting set to kick off for San Jose is going to be Jesse Miller. As we are having a bit of a delay here for whatever reason. We play 4 10-minute quarters. However, we are going to be playing with a running clock. And sometimes they'll stop the clock between the change of possession. Sometimes they don't. It's been a little inconsistent here today, but nonetheless, it is a running clock for this championship game, and really looking forward to this. We felt like this was going to be one of the great matchups here today at North High School. Both teams got some tremendous size, there's no question about it. And the City West Soldiers played in the Arizona Youth Sports League this past season and finished with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses, led by their head coach, Dominic Morning. All right, so I think we're set to go. Back to receive for the Soldiers, Angel Torres and Baltazar, Joey Baltazar. And Jesse Miller to kick it off, and it's a short pooch kick. It lands near the 40 and picked up near the 27-yard line, and that's where Baltazar is going to be met, and he's going to be stopped after a 6-yard pickup. So good coverage on special teams by as Torres, actually it was Torres who was tackled on the play. Xavier Rodriguez getting a glad hand from Zach Perkins, and we're ready to go. Our first play from scrimmage. This game brought to you by Urban Elite Athletic. Go to urbaneliteathletic.com. So first quarter action. This is the first play from scrimmage. No score, 8 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. The clock is running. They did not stop it with the change of, or after the initial tackle on the opening kickoff, and it's first down and 10, and they come out running the ball, and it wouldn't be a game today if it wasn't for an opening penalty. So it's going to be a false start against the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. The defensive front line led by Joseph Epistoli. Big number 45. The offensive line for the Soldiers, one of the top players, one of the biggest players on the field is Christian Romero anchoring that offensive line. And he gets a start at right tackle. So 1st and 15, ball resting at their own 25-yard line. Soldiers in the red, white, and blue and black. And the inside handoff, and that play was thwarted. And getting in there immediately for the negative yardage play is Dat Wynn. And the strong, athletic number 87. Well, that was a big loss on the play. They lose about 8, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 18. They lose 3, 2nd down and 18. So Chavez will talk it over in the huddle for the Soldiers. The center for the Soldiers is number 90, Jacob Benally. 2nd down and 18. We're going to get a flag and most likely another false start. It's going to set the Soldiers back and not off to a good start here. Looking at a 2nd and 23 coming up after the false start penalty. They're 2nd in 3 snaps. So they've had a false start, a tackle for loss, and another false start. The team was really loose. Had a chance to talk to him just moments before opening kickoff. And the team seemed really loose back behind the grandstands here at North High School. We're in downtown Phoenix. So 2nd down and 23, 6 minutes on the clock. With 3 snaps of the ball and a kickoff have eaten up 4 minutes of play. It's going to really shorten the game as Rodriguez goes to work, gets it around the left edge, up across the 20 to the 23-yard line, where he's going to be wrapped up by number 21, and that's Thomas. So Thomas with a fine play over there. Pick up maybe 4 on the play, and it brings up a 3rd down and 18, third down and 19. Well, the defense led by number 32, Joe Acevedo for San Jose in the white tops and the black shorts, or black pants. They come to the line of scrimmage led by Adam Delk. 2 number 7s. The other number 7 is a cornerback, Julian Mourning. So 3rd and long, and here's the quarterback throwing a screen, and that's behind the line of scrimmage. Fortunately for the Soldiers, that ball goes out of bounds. It's going to bring up a 4th and 19 with 5 minutes and the clock running here in quarter number 1 in this championship game of the National Youth Championship Bowl Series. This is APNvideo.com. So 4th down coming up. Along with Ron Rentrope on camera, I'm Jeff Lowry. So glad you could join us. 101 degrees is our game time temperature. Well, apparently there was an unsportsmanlike conduct in there. Hold up first. And now the quarterback, I'm not sure what happened. Long pass, going downfield, broken up, deep into the defensive secondary, incomplete on a fine defensive play back there. Boy, what a nice job by David Williams knocking that one down. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down. Well, I'll tell you, I'm totally perplexed on how they got a 1st down. It was 4th and 19, so it had to be an unsportsmanlike conduct in there. which is an automatic first down. So that's all we could say. I didn't even see a flag. They don't blow their whistle, and they haven't done that a whole lot. They'll do it on the timeouts, but there have been times where the officials today simply have not called, blown the whistle on a play, and then you get a little confused up here. So with 3:12 left to go here in the first quarter, it's a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Soldiers. Well, 2 more games after this one in this 2017 National Youth Championship All-Stars, or Championship Series, Bowl Series. And, you know, you talk about the teams coming up. The AZ Crush will be taking on the Grizzlies, a couple of Arizona teams, and then the Piranhas and the Hit Squad will be the final game. That's the 15U game, or the 15U/high school game. The 8th grade U14 is the second to last game, and that's coming up next right here on Urban Elite Athletics, YouTube.com. Handoff, running left. Rodriguez, he's caught in the backfield, and down he goes. And another big-time hit by Thomas. That's the second time he has gotten into the backfield, and this San Jose defense looks very, very intimidating. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here, opening quarter of play. Brings up a 3rd and 14, and the quarterback calls his number, running straight ahead, and now he's going to be pushed back. And that strong defense proves itself straight up the middle and led by big number 32 at linebacker, Joe Acevedo. So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. Rodriguez is back in punt formation for the Soldiers. Israel Rodriguez. Now Juan Juarez has just checked into the lineup. Back deep is Thomas. And the punt is away. It's a 38-yard punt. And here's the return from the 22. Thomas straight ahead, lowers his head, still on his feet. One man to beat, cannot break the tackle. What a individual effort right there on the tackle by Juan Juarez. He saved the touchdown. And they're going to mark the ball. Let's see where they mark the ball officially at, right at the 28-yard line. So a 50-yard return puts the San Jose Hit Squad in scoring position and plus territory here as the ball is resting at the 28 of the Soldiers in a scoreless tie. And we'll probably have one more snap before the end of the first quarter. So they come to the line of scrimmage, and they're led by Jesse Miller, the quarterback. And the jumbo package in the backfield, handoff, running straight ahead with a good lead blocking and very close to a first down is going to be the running back, Joe Acevedo. So Miller, the quarterback, he's an athletic quarterback. Very versatile. The center is Dominic Perez. Backs are in the I formation. And now on play action, the quarterback Miller lofts it into the end zone where it's dropped. Wide open, the corner fell down. And simply dropping the ball was Dat Nguyen. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Let's call it 3rd down and 3, and that is the end of quarter number 1. But let's get the penalty first. Roughing the passer against the defense. That'll be an automatic first down. And when we resume in the second quarter, San Jose is going to have tremendous field position in a scoreless tie. You're watching the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series. This is APN Video Sports. North High School, our live internet broadcast of the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series rolls on. Here's a run play on the left side, and the score, the first one of the ball game, belongs to San Jose. So a quick run, a short yardage run for Xavier Rodriguez, and the hit squad is on the board and leading it 6-0 here, just seconds into quarter number 2. Well, San Jose has brought like a total of 7 teams down here, playing 7 of the 9 games. So Xavier Rodriguez scoring short yardage run here for the hit squad. And now they'll go for the 1-point conversion with a jumbo package behind the quarterback, who's throwing in the corner of the end zone. The tight end was wide open, and that's Osi who gets the 1-point conversion, and it's 7-0 in favor of the San Jose hit squad, led by their head coach, Coach Roberts, Coach Saldana, and Coach Johnson. Dominic Morning is the head coach of the City West Soldiers, who now find themselves down for the first time in this game by a score of 7-0. We're in quarter number 2. Well, you got to be impressed so far by the San Jose defense. Very physical. If the Soldiers are going to get anywhere against this team, they may want to start. They may have to start throwing short yardage and just try to play a little West Coast offense here, because I'll tell you, it's going to be awfully tough to run against them. Might have to take a page out of the old Joe Montana playbook. Bill Walsh. That might open up the run game just a little bit. So we are awaiting the ensuing kickoff. 7-0. Ron Rentrope, been here all day. And he says he's still got something in the tank. 6 1/4, 6 games plus a quarter. All right, here's the kickoff. Short kick, and that one's going to be taken by one of the up men. He's going to take on a few defenders. He'll get about a 5, maybe a 6-yard return. Tackled by Miller as Vincent Gwynn gets the return for about 5 yards. And City West will have the ball inside San Jose territory here, and they'll start at the 49-yard line. All right, first down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Now in at quarterback and working out of the shotgun is Joe Chavez. Second possession of the game. Soldiers coming with the blitz is San Jose. Off the fingertips of the big fullback Rodriguez, incomplete. I'll tell you, Thomas and Perkins, they were in the vicinity just in case. So I'll bring up second down and 10. Ball resting at the 49-yard line of the San Jose Hit Squad. Shannon Roberts, the head coach, he was proud of his team's performance this year in spring ball back in the San Jose area. The U13, they played up in the U14 and did a pretty good job, made it to the semifinals. Here's the quarterback, straight ahead, Chavez. And it looked like that was going to be a big gainer on second and 10 as he's going to be dropped immediately at the 45-yard line after a 3-yard pickup, bringing up a third down and 7. Tackle made by Joseph Epistoli. The big number 45 right up the gut. So now you're looking at a third down and 7. The line to gain is the 40-yard line. Rodriguez, the fake inside handoff. Chavez around the left edge, and Chavez very close to a first down. Thomas with his 4th tackle of the afternoon, and he leads all tacklers. And about a yard shy. The line to gain is actually more like the 39-yard line. So it's 4th and about a yard, maybe less than a yard. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Second quarter action, 7-0 lead for San Jose, who's currently on defense. White tops, black pants. We're going to get a timeout, and this is a big play here. You feel like the Soldiers have a chance to make a statement here, and I think this was a great timeout by Dominic Mourning. They're facing 4th and 1 and trying to keep this drive alive. You're watching the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series on apnvideo.com. And actually, we are being live streamed at Urban Elite Athletic on their YouTube channel. Urban Elite Athletic on YouTube. Along with Ron Rentrop, I'm Jeff Lowry, Eric Anderson, and our entire APN Sports crew, just to make it sound official.
It's all new, 55, stop it here!
Dominic Perez leading the charge up front, 55. He plays center, and he also plays on this defensive front line. And a lot's going to depend on the front 5 here for San Jose as they try to make the stop on a 4th down and 1 and a very key possession in the game. 4:32, Soldiers facing 4th down and 1 at the 40-yard line of San Jose. Chavez, he's going to roll out on the quarterback keeper. Is he going to get there? He is not. Dean with a big-time solo tackle. He did not get enough to gain the line, and it's a turnover on downs as San Jose will take over at their own 40-yard line, leading it 7-0 in a tremendous, tremendous defensive play by Trey Dean. Solo tackle in the flats. So they'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs, I should say. Fresh set of downs with 4:32 left to go. No time expired on that last play. First down and 10, working out of the shotgun under a heavy rush. Quarterback hits as he throws, and the intended target was Dat Nguyen. A long pass play by Jesse Miller, incomplete. Bringing up second down and 10 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds as the clock continues to wind down. On our continuous or clock or running clock, call it what you will. Coming to you from North High School. We're near, well, for those of you in the Phoenix area watching, we're right around 12th Street and just south of Thomas. One of the older high schools in the Valley of the Sun, and kind of a unique stadium. Still have the old concrete seating and those old-time light standards on both sides of the field. Miller on second and 10. Rifles it over the middle, and the ball's going to be caught Boy, what a throw and catch. That ball was thrown right on the money to Xavier Rodriguez, who scored the only points of the game with that touchdown, or I should say scored the only touchdown of the game back in the early stages of quarter number 1. So with 3:20 on the clock, second quarter action, fresh set of downs. They'll move the chains to the 36-yard line after a 19-yard pickup on that pass play. And now Thomas is going to work. Thomas barreling his way towards the end zone, taking on defenders. Looked like he got it. Touchdown for the San Jose hit squad. Now one of the officials indicated it was a touchdown, and they're going to say now it's on the 1-yard line. Well, the official to the near side, actually they're moving it back to the 2-yard line. I was a little surprised that the judge over here on the near side signaled touchdown, because it really wasn't his call. So it's a 34-yard run for Thomas, who's almost been unstoppable. And it is a touchdown. So I was correct the first time, and so was he, and the 1-point conversion is good. So racing it in is Rodriguez. So Rodriguez has 7 points. He had a touchdown earlier, but it was Thomas in a 32-yard run with 2 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2, and it's 14-0 in favor of the Hit Squad. On the National Youth Championship Bowl Series, APNvideo.com is your one source for exciting and professional play-by-play videos, any sport, anywhere, anytime. Check out our video demos at APNvideo.com. So a 32-yard run by Thomas has given the Hit Squad a 14-0 lead. Now we got a procedure against the kicking team, and they're going to move them back to the 35. Normally high school and at this level you kick from the 40. Clock will start with 1:28 as we wind down the first half of this 13U championship game, and this may be our first touchback of the day. With 1:12 left to go as the clock continues to wind down. Well, apparently they allow them to run. If they want, they are allowed to run it out. Now it's going to be ruled a safety. Well, I thought if it went into the end zone, it is automatically a touchback. And right now they have ruled, at least the back judge has ruled, that that's a safety, but that should have been a touchback. And they want the clock to stop. Probably will add at least 10 seconds here. The officials confer. Now, I don't know, but maybe in this Youth Championship Bowl Series, and this was something we didn't even think to ask the leadership, if you can run out a kickoff that goes into the end zone. The ruling on the field right now is a safety, which will make it 16-0 in favor of the Hit Squad. They're in the white tops and the black pants. And right now, trying to get a clarification is Dominic Morning, the head coach of the Soldiers, who occupy the sideline nearest to our broadcast location here at North High School. 54 seconds, so they've added about 13 seconds onto the clock. I think the safety's going to hold up. So apparently And I got to be honest, this is the first time that we've worked with the National Youth Championship Bowl Series. You know, I've done countless games for American Youth Football, National Youth Sports, AYSL, Pop Warner. None of them let you run the ball out on a kickoff. And they don't do it at the high school level either. So I'm not really sure. And maybe we can get Cortez up here to give us a clarification. Maybe our scoreboard operator has Cortez's number. No? Ask him if you can kick. Can you return it out of the end zone? That's usually a touchback.
If you catch it in the end zone, return it. But if you catch it in the end zone and you get tackled in the end zone, it's a touchback. It's same thing. That's in for no matter what. That's always.
So it is not a safety, it is a touchback, and the officials made the right call. But one of the officials indicated it was a safety. So, well, I guess, I don't know if this makes for interesting television or not. 45 seconds, and we're going to get a timeout by the Soldiers, who trail it by a score of 14-0. So the ruling on the kickoff. And it's got to be this rule like it is in any other youth sports. They usually abide by the high school rules generally, or at least here in the state of Arizona. I can't speak for the other states. That's a touchback if the ball goes into the end zone. Once it breaks the plane, it's a dead ball. So with 43 seconds left to go, a 14-0 lead here for the San Jose Hit Squad. I keep wanting to call them the Hit Men. The Hit Squad. They've sent a lot of teams down here. They've had an outstanding year led by head coach Shannon Roberts, Freddie Saldana, and Thais Johnson. Lost only 2 games this year and made it to the semifinals. So the Soldiers come back out on offense. They got 43 seconds and a running clock to do something before the half.
Watch the quarterback keeper.
Bernal has checked into the lineup. I think that's actually Gio Cruz. Sometimes you can't go by the name on the back because some of these guys are borrowing jerseys. Chavez in trouble. Chavez going down. He's going to be sacked. And that's Perez getting in there. Almost a penalty there on Big 45 Epistoli.
That boy's 18 years old right there.
And one of the biggest players you're going to find out there. Had a chance to talk to him before the game. And he's probably the last guy you want falling on you at the end of a play. So that should be the final play. They got 3 seconds to snap the ball. No urgency here by the Soldiers. And that is the end of the first half. With the score, San Jose dominating to the tune of 14-0 over the City West Soldiers. All right, back here at North High School. We're in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. And the excitement of the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series continues with APM Video Sports. I'm Jeff Lowry. Ron Rentrope is behind the camera here today, all day. And it looks like the San Jose Hit Squad is going to get the ball first. Of course, every time I say that, there ends up being a muff kick, and the kicking team usually recovers, so hopefully I didn't jinx the Hit Squad. Well, we like to thank Urban Elite Athletics for sponsoring today's APN webcast. Ground ball kick, bobbled, and it's a live ball, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds. And a huge break for Xavier Rodriguez and the San Jose Hit Squad. So they will take over as we start the second half, third quarter action. And the hit squad will have it first down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. So they'll start at their own 38-yard line, leading it 14-0. They got touchdowns by Rodriguez early in the second. Later in the second, Thomas, a very impressive 32-yard run. Impressive in the fact that he got a big hole, granted straight ahead or off tackle left, I can't remember now. He had a big hole. The offensive line did a great job, but then he got down inside the 5, and there was like 2, 3, 4 defenders, and he was able to drag them into the end zone for the touchdown. Miller at quarterback, and he is dropping back to pass. Now steps up and takes off with it, and he is up to midfield. He is inside Soldiers territory. He takes on a defender near the 45-yard line. And that was a pretty impressive run right there. That'll go for 17, 18 yards. And a first down and a fresh set of downs for the hit squad. Wrapped up there by Juan Juarez. 8:22 left to go. Already better than a minute and a half into quarter number 3. 14-0 hit squad. As we're coming to you from North High School in downtown Phoenix. Timeout on the field. Today's game is being brought to you by FBU, UrbanEliteAthletic.com, by All American Games, by the U.S. Army's All-American Bowl, by Reform, Youth One, National Youth Championship Bowl Series, Arizona, and by Arizona's top sports videographer, APN Video Sports at apnvideo.com. I'm Jeff Lowry, so glad you could join us. 101 degrees. I'm about ready to put a jacket on. 14-0 hit squad. Well, you can't complain about the weather we've had here in the month of May. We've had several days where we've been over 105, but then the nights have been pretty nice, and even though it's been in the hundreds and 90s, it's still, you know, kind of nice once that sun starts to settle down. So first down and 10. Jesse Miller, and a quarterback. He just did a 18-yard scamper to put his team in plus territory. His team leads at 14-0. They'll send Dean in motion to the far side. Low snap, and Miller deep drop. They'll set up a bubble screen. Dean's got it across the 40, the 35. He's down to the 30, and then he's going to be taken down, wrestled down by Torres, who stripped the ball. The ball went out of play. And now Rodriguez getting in there and mixing it up a little bit. And some frustrations on the City West Soldier side, and Juwan Reed had to be pulled out of the ruckus there. So with 7:15 clock running, of course, just a reminder, if you're just joining us, we're playing with a running clock here on a beautiful, not quite a Chamber of Commerce day, but with the temperatures soaring into the triple digits, but it is absolutely beautiful. You look out at the mountains that surround the downtown Phoenix area, beautiful Camelback turning red as that sun descends, and Piestewa Peak looking awfully pretty in the distance north of the north end zone. So a first down and 10. Here's the pass. Miller, nice soft touch at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown, and the San Jose base team has done it again. Dat Nguyen gets the touchdown pass. And this one is 30 yards off the right arm of Jesse Miller. Well, I'll make it a score of 20-0. Clock continues to roll as we wind down to the 6-minute mark here in quarter number 3. So with the 1-point conversion, if successful, that will put them up 21-0. Miller in a quarterback. He's got 3 men in the backfield. He hands off left side. And big 82, Enrique Cisavedo is into the end zone, his first touch of the day. And with 5:44, and well, the tempers are starting to flare. It's going to happen. This is the hottest part of the day. Reed mixing it up, and well, he just wants to be left alone right now as he walks back towards the Soldier side of the field. Is it good? Yeah. So it's 21-0. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to play here. And it's been a really, really tough afternoon here for Dominic Mourning and his City West Soldiers that come out of the West Valley here in the Phoenix area. Okay, so we got a kickoff here, and here's the Soldiers going to work. Bring it up to the near side is Baltazar. Good running room, and he's across the 40 and wrapped up near the 43-yard line. Several in on the tackle that time by the hit squad. They're going to bring out some of the beef. Perez, Ipistoli, big 45. Ipistoli has the all-white uniform. Perez plays there in the middle. See if we can get the rest of the guys on that defensive front line in the trenches. Chris Wood, 42. I mentioned Perez, 87. Dat Wynn, who had that 30-yard touchdown pass from his quarterback Miller to put his team up 21-0 here in quarter number 3. 2:41 on the clock. Ball comes loose. Brown ended up forcing that fumble. And another harsh tackle made by Josh Acevedo, who doubles up as a running back for head coach Shannon Roberts of the San Jose Hit Squad. A loss of 5 on the play brings up second down and 15. 2 minutes and 10 seconds with the clock running continuous here at North High School. 21-0, the defense and the San Jose Hit Squad lead it here. Well, if the Soldiers are going to do anything, they need a quick strike, and then they're going to have to get some kind of a turnover if they're going to have any chance of coming back. Plus, they got to make a couple of stops on defense. Chavez back to pass, set up a screen, threw it behind his intended target, and, well, wise to go over there and get it. The ball is still alive, but I don't think that was a forward pass. It should be ruled incomplete, and it's really a little beyond me why these officials cannot blow the whistle every time. So just a little complaint because we need a little help up here. So 1:18 left to play here. National Youth Championship Bowl Series. This is game 7 of 9. And the quarterback on the bootleg, caught in the backfield, and the arm tackle, and now the flag comes in. on Dat Nguyen, who will be credited with the quarterback sack, but this has all the indications of a face mask. And I got to be honest with you, I don't think it was a face mask at all. Yeah, that's the call. And he wasn't even close to the face mask. He had both hands on the non-throwing arm of Chavez, the quarterback. And so a big break there for the City West Soldiers. And that will be the final play unless the Soldiers can hustle up there and snap the ball. This should have been the final play of quarter number 3. Now we're down to 6 seconds. Chavez under center. He's got 3 to snap. 2, 1. He got it off. Toss pitch, Rodriguez running to the left side. He gets the edge, takes on a defender, and out of bounds just shy of the midfield stripe, which will leave them about 4, maybe 5 yards shy of the line to gain as we head to quarter number 4. So that'll bring up a second down and roughly 5. And when we come back, 21-0 San Jose. Soldiers will have it 2nd and 5. North High School, home of the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series, brought to you by FBU, UrbanEliteAthletics.com, and the All-American Games. Also brought to you by U.S. Army's All-American Bowl and Youth One. Jeff Lowry from North High School, 21-0. Soldiers facing 2nd down and 5. Penalty marker is down. Here's the run on a misdirection play, and it's stripped out of there. That should be a turnover. That should be a turnover as the ball was stripped out of the hands of the running back by Dean. There is a flag down on the play. That came just after the snap. So that might be an encroachment against the defense, and it is. That will negate the fumble. So what it will do is give the Soldiers a fresh set of downs with 9:18 and a running clock. 21-0, the defense leads it here. So they will move the chains and giving the Soldiers a fresh set of downs. Chavez, Joe Chavez in at quarterback. Chavez looking to the sideline. Now Hernandez coming in, Elias Hernandez, with Big Rodriguez, the fullback. The toss pitch, Rodriguez, he wants to throw the ball. He'll throw it downfield, wide open, and he dropped the ball at the 22. Angel Torres had 6. Well, a tough break as Rodriguez put it right on the money on a halfback pass. And that play worked to perfection, and that was exactly what the Soldiers needed to get back into this game. But remember, with the running clock, it is, I mean, you think, well, they got 8 minutes left to go, but with that running clock, it's almost like you're really only playing with half the time, maybe 2/3 of the time. Soldiers still have 3 timeouts left. Led by the center, Jacob Benali. And plowing the field on the left side, Jawan Reed. Let's see if they run maybe an ISO left here. Backs are in the eye with Rodriguez. 2nd down and 10. Nope, they're going to play action. Quarterback lofts one, and a trouble pass nearly intercepted. And really good coverage for the hit squad and Gabriel Rendon. 7:15, clock continues to wind down here. We got 2 more games on the National Youth Championship Bowl Series on apnvideo.com. So a 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Soldiers. 4th quarter action, 21-0 San Jose. They're on defense in the white with the black pants. Now the sense of urgency is simply not there for the Soldiers. Dominic Mourning, the head coach, down 3 possessions and just taking their time out there. And on play action, here's Chavez stepping up, launches one deep. That ball is going to be caught inside the 20-yard line on a spectacular catch by Julian Mourning. What a play by Julian to the near side. Ron Rentrope getting a close-up of a spectacular play that would have made Terrell Owens proud. Or should I say Larry Fitzgerald. There we go. Larry Fitzgerald would have been proud of that catch. So they mark the ball at the 17. And this has been the best field position the Soldiers have had in this entire game. 1st down and 10. And they are going to cough it up, and that's going to be the 2nd turnover here in the 2nd half, and it was recovered by the hit squad, Joe Acevedo, and that will stall what was a very, very impressive Soldiers drive with 5.5 left to play here in a running clock. Well, I'll tell you, that's the dagger through the heart. 21-0 as the San Jose hit squad will take over on downs. So they'll start from the 19-yard line and they'll come out running the ball. Soldiers, good defense there. Did a nice job of clogging up those back lanes or those running lanes you hear coaches talk about. Running back coaches will talk about an effective runner has the ability to identify those cutback lanes, and good job by the Soldiers plugging things up, even though it was a 3-yard pickup, 2nd down and 7, and we're down to the 4:20 mark in a running clock. 21-0. San Jose looking for more as Miller to the air, lofts it to the far side, and it's dropped. Double team coverage over there, good coverage over there. Michael Gray and Tyler Stucker, Tyler Stucker. And we're going to get a timeout taken by the Soldiers with 4:06 left to play. Well, I know I got on the officials a little bit earlier because there's been times where you haven't heard a whistle, and you might have a couple of those times may have been like a soft whistle. But, battling 100-degree temperatures out here, and all in all, they've done a fine job. And we certainly thank them for their service out here. With 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to go, we're in a timeout. Get a wide shot of. I tell you, this is a beautiful place. Sunsplash day here, and they've done a nice job. They've done a nice job with this field. A little history here. History goes way back here at North High School. So a 21-0 lead here for the San Jose Hit Squad. Third down coming up. San Jose facing a 3rd and 7. 3:42. Now they want the scoreboard operator to put it back up to the 4 mark.
Yeah, I definitely know how to count.
Please.
Hey, I know how to count. Just letting you know that.
So 21-0, and we finally got the scoreboard set. Handoff to the up back, and he gets it around the left edge. He didn't get a whole lot. Boy, a menacing hit coming in there by the Soldiers' number 4, Israel Rodriguez. Just so a 4th and inches here. And they go with a reverse, and look at the Soldiers. Big time defensive play by Juan Juarez. And that'll be a turnover on down, so the Soldiers will get it back, but the clock is still ticking with 3 minutes. And now under 3 minutes left to play, and they're down 21-0. But let's see if they can put together a nice sustained drive and get a score. Timeout Soldiers with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left to play. You're watching the 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series on APNvideo.com, brought to you by FBU, by the All-American Games, by Youth One, APNvideo.com. National Youth Championship Bowl Series, Arizona, by Reform, by the U.S. Army's All-American Bowl. And today's event was sponsored by UrbanEliteAthletic.com. Two minutes and 51 seconds left to play here. Next two games coming up, it'll be the 14U 8th grade AZ Crush against the AZ Grizzlies, and then the Piranhas and the Hit Squad will play the high school 15U. That 15U game, you're going to be thinking you're watching junior college. It's like each age group, it's just they get better and better and better. Though I think there might be a few kids out here in this game that could quite possibly play at a higher level. And the San Jose team, they played U14 all season during the spring and went to the semifinals. So in play action, here's Chavez. Hit as he throws and nearly intercepted along the far side. Incomplete. That was a nice effort on the far side, and shaking up on the play was Damian Torres over on the far side, and we're down to 2:30. Chavez on the option read, it turned into an option take, and he got crushed after about a 2 or 3 yard pickup. So we're inside of 2 minutes. The clock has stopped. 1:57, and now they'll wind it back up. So the clock is still winding down as we coming to the end of this game between the City West Soldiers and the San Jose Hit Squad. We have another timeout here with 1:17 left to play and a 2nd and 9 coming up. Again, the Urban Elite Athletic Company sponsoring today's 2017 National Youth Championship Bowl Series on APN.com. APNvideo.com. Well, a special thanks to Cortez for allowing us to be a part of today's event on this beautiful but hot sunsplash afternoon here in the Valley of the Sun. All right, we're back to some action here after the timeout. 1:17. Soldiers just trying to get on the board and make it a little more respectable. Chavez, their very talented quarterback in there. And he works out of the shotgun. 2-step drop, steps up, rifles one into the end zone, and the diving attempt no good, as Tyler Stucker tried to make the diving catch, and now the clock is stopped at 1:08. Penalty marker is down on the field on this 3rd and 9 play. And it's encroachment against the defense, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 4. Still plenty of time for the Soldiers to punch one in. So they'll move the ball down inside the red zone. And it looks like right around the 18-yard line. Okay, Chavez out of shotgun. He looks right, steps up, trying to get away from Big Gomez. A quarterback sack. He funded the ball. And they'll run out the clock. The clock now at 40 seconds. Chavez really did not have much of a chance. And what a defensive play by Dominic Perez, who got the job done not only as a center on the offensive line, but he was in that backfield on several occasions this afternoon, wreaking havoc. And that's going to bring up a 4th down here. And barring a defensive penalty, this should be the last play of the game. Chavez back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, and he will throw it into the back of the end zone. And running out of play was Stucker with 2.5 seconds left to play. And it looks like Vincent Wynn is injured for the City West Soldiers. 2.5, and they're going to say run out the clock. And that's it. It's all over. And in 2017, the San Jose Hit Squad, our 2017 National Youth Champion Bowl Series champions. Final score from North High School, 21-0. This has been a presentation of the National Youth Champion Bowl Series sponsored by UrbanEliteAthletic.com. This is a presentation of APN Sports. Go to our website at APNvideo.com. So for Eric Anderson, Ron Rentrope, Jeff Lowry, our entire crew, So long from Central Phoenix.